Okay, so this is a quick video, just to show you, just to analyze and explain, the trades we took in the VIP room on the 27th of September, 2024. Now, basically, it was a one-to-one trade, and just want to show you how you could have been able to stay longer in the trade. One-to-one, we were going to be risking 20 pips to gain 20 pips. Pretty reliable strategy. So this was basically the trade. This was where we entered. Uh, this was meant to be the stop loss. Let me just confirm that. Okay, yeah, that was let's see. Okay, the stop loss was 2665. Just to confirm that. And I entered the trade. I entered the trade here at the close of this candle. I entered the trade at the close of this candle. Oh, sorry, at the close of this candle, really, not that one. Let's see, let's put it here. I entered this trade at the close of this candle, and we're targeting, we're risking 20 pips to gain 20 pips, which would have been somewhere around about here, this swing low. So there we go. So that was the entry for a sell, targeting, this 20 pips, and that's the stop loss. Let's take off this moving average and just leave the 10. This is the 10 SMA. I prefer and I love the SMA as opposed to any other type of moving average. So we have the 10 moving average there. We enter the trade here for a sell, and you can see it went up and oscillated around about here. It eventually hit our take profit for 20 pips, but of course it went lower. It went lower. So what I'm wanting to show you now is basically how to have been able to stay in the trade for longer. Because sometimes, it's good to close all your positions when it hits the target. At other times, it's good to take partial profit and let the rest of your trade positions run if you believe, the market is going to give you more. So in this case, if you had more than one entry, or if you had more than one positions, you would have taken your profit here 20 pips, and that'll be fine. But if you were closing partials, uh, some of them will close here, you let the rest of them run. So what do? Mind you, this is where we enter the trade. So what you do is basically, as the price begins to go lower, you are moving your stop loss lower as well. You are trailing it. You're trailing your profit. Trailing as in TRAIL. You are trailing your profit. So we entered here, it went up there. By the time this closed lower, you could decide to move your stop loss lower, or perhaps you can still keep it up there, somewhere until it goes even lower. So let's say by the time it comes here, here, you could move it, above that candle. Always wait for the candle to close, because sometimes the price can wick up and then continue down. Wait for the price to close. By the time this candle closes, because you are now in profit, obviously, you entered here, you're now in profit by about 18 pips, if depending on the spread, let's just say 16 pips, you're now in profit. You move your stop loss lower, the red line, you move it lower. And, obviously after this closed, it went lower, but then it went high. If your stop loss was there, you are still fine. It closed even lower than, it closed lower than the target now. What do? You could decide to move your stop loss above that candle that just closed. What do again? Wait for the next candle to go lower and close lower, and you move your stop loss again there. Because this is the one this is the candle you are trailing now. And how about this one? By the time this one closed, it basically came down here and then began to go up. This is when it began to go up. By this time, guess what would have happened? It would have come to hit your stop loss, which is still fine. Because mind you, you have taken partial profit already. you are now trailing the rest of your positions. And depending on how you decided to trail it, you could have even captured more pips when the price came this low. So it would have been that you were able to capture 36 pips. The thing about Forex is you don't want to be greedy. If your initial target is met, close all your positions, because like I did say or post to my VIPs, it was a one-to-one. This was where we were meant to take the trade. But like I say, just in case you wanted to trail the profits for more, trail the price for more profit, by the time the price got here, it's now coming up to 2-to-1. I think you should close even more position. But if you didn't, that's fine. You've taken partial profits here, and it's now reversed, and it's come to hit your protective loss. Because at this time, it's not, it's not, you won't call it stop loss anymore, because it's now in profit. It's now more of what I would call your protective stop. It's come to hit your protective stop for even more profit than perhaps you bargained for, which is a good way. So in a nutshell, what to do when it comes to trailing the profit for more, trailing the price for more profit, just keep on moving your candle, moving your stop loss each time a candle closes, move it lower. That's if you are selling. If you're buying, you're doing the opposite. You are moving it higher. You're moving it lower, as it were. In this case, you're moving it above the candle that has closed. There are so many ways in which you can decide to take profit. If, for instance, okay, this is basically where we enter the trade. If, for instance, we had entered the trade somewhere, somewhere here, maybe somewhere here. Well, I suppose that would not be a good example. I was going to show you another example, but I think I'll leave it as this so that we don't make this video too long. If I was to show you other profit-taking techniques, the video will be extremely long. But I hope you've gained much from this. Do make sure that you are putting into practice what you've learned from each and every one of my video. Backtest it, obviously. Backtest it, put into practice, and you will see your profit will begin to increase. Okay, until the next video, God bless.